We've all seen those promises of rapid transformation, right? But this one feels a little different. It's called a 30-day advanced roadmap, and honestly, it feels less like a friendly guide and more like a challenge. We've only got a few fragments of it, but what we have is pretty intense. So let's break this thing down and see what it's really all about. And boom, right out of the gate, it hits you with this. This is where boys become practitioners. I mean, that's not just a mission statement, that's a gauntlet being thrown down. It's bold, it's aggressive, it's intriguing. So what does it actually take to cross that line? Let's dig in. All right, so first things first, the title itself is a huge clue. 30-day advanced roadmap. This isn't for the casually curious, and it's definitely not some little weekend project. The name itself is a promise of something incredibly demanding. 30 days. Just think about that for a second. That's barely any time at all. This is clearly a sprint, a total full-on immersion. We're talking about a rapid, almost brutal transformation of your skills. And that word, advanced, that tells you you're expected to come in with some game and leave as a completely different player. The ambition here is just off the charts. Okay, now let's get to the real heart of it, that phrase, from boys to practitioners. This isn't just some catchy tagline. This is the entire philosophy of this roadmap, all wrapped up in one powerful sentence. It's all about a fundamental shift in who you are. So just look at the journey it's laying out. On one side, you have the boy, the novice, the learner, the person who consumes information. And on the other side, the practitioner, the expert, the doer, the person who actually creates value. This isn't just about learning more stuff. It's about becoming something more. It's a complete overhaul of how you operate. And that really begs the question, doesn't it? What kind of mindset does something like this actually demand from you? This is clearly not a spectator sport. It's got to be about discipline, intense focus, and a willingness to just get your hands dirty. It's a commitment to becoming a force to be reckoned with. So where do you even start with something this intense? Well, luckily, the roadmap gives us our first big clue. It lays out the plan for week 1. This is where the theory stops and the real work begins. Okay, so here's what we've got. It's a 4-week plan, but here's the kicker. We only get to see week 1. The rest of it, a complete mystery. But that first week is laser focused on one thing, core tools. This tells us it's not about learning flashy tricks. It's about building a rock-solid, unbreakable foundation from day 1. So of all the things they could start with, what's that very first core tool? The roadmap is crystal clear about this one. It all starts with terminal mastery. This is apparently the key that unlocks absolutely everything else. All right, the terminal. Now for some of you watching, that's probably obvious. But for others, you might be thinking, hold on, what exactly is the terminal? Before you can master it, you've got to know what you're up against, and more importantly, why it matters so much. To put it simply, the terminal is how you speak your computer's native language. There are no pretty windows, no icons to click, just a blinking cursor and pure, raw commands. It might look simple, but believe me, this is where the real power is hidden. So why start here? Why the terminal of all things? Well, it all comes down to raw power. With the terminal, you get direct, unfiltered control of your system. It's the gateway to the most advanced and powerful tools out there. It's all about efficiency, turning a dozen mouse clicks into a single elegant command. And honestly, it's a universal skill. It's the mark of someone who truly knows their craft, a true practitioner. All right, so let's zoom back out for a second. What does this all mean? Yeah, we only have a small piece of the puzzle, but that one piece tells us a whole lot about the entire 30-day journey. The philosophy here seems pretty simple, right? Master the absolute fundamentals, the really powerful stuff, and the rest will follow. By starting with something as core as the terminal, this roadmap is forcing you to build from the ground up on a foundation of pure, unadulterated skill. And all of this, every single bit of it, is crammed into just 30 days. That number isn't a suggestion. It feels like a dare. It's a testament to the kind of intensity and absolute dedication that's required. So that's the challenge that's been laid out. Master the fundamentals, embrace the grind, and become a doer, not just a learner. This is what day 1 looks like. The only real question left is, are you ready for the other 29?